Words by Gary Sigler. The Mystery of Christ. The mystery of Christ is the Church, the called out ones. The Church is nothing less than Christ functioning in the believer. When our spirit, our anointing begins to function, we are then participating in the building up of the Church. Anything that does not come out of Christ is not the Church. What we are seeing today with our physical eyes and calling it the Church is what Revelation calls Mystery Babylon. You see, Mystery Babylon, this woman who portrays herself as the Church that is so divided, so sectarian, and in many cases hateful and mean, is what Revelation is calling Mystery Babylon, the great harlot. And the woman is arrayed in purple and scarlet color and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, having a golden cup in her hand full of abominations and filthiness of her fornication. Well, there is a real mystery here also. There are precious people of God in this Mystery Babylon, and they are there because of ignorance. They are there because at the present time they do not know any better. At the present time, they believe that the Church, the system, the building, the statement of faith, they believe that that is the Church. Mystery Babylon. When the mother of harlots came forth. That is when the Catholic religion ruled the earth for 1,000 years. And that was the beginning of Mystery Babylon, the great harlot. This great harlot, it says, is the mother of harlots. So the mother has many daughters. If anyone would take the time to really study church history, you'd find out that the daughters of the harlot have all come out of the harlot church. But they've all formed their own separate identities, their own doctrines and their own divisions and denominations. But nevertheless they all came out of the mother. And I saw that the woman was drunken with the blood of the saints. Again, for 1,000 years the Catholic religion butchered and murdered and burned at the stake untold amounts/numbers of people who would disagree with her rulership and her doctrines. So the woman was drunken with the blood of saints, with the blood of the martyrs. We've all heard of the martyrs that were burned at the stake and killed for their confession of Christ. I write this not to condemn anyone or make anyone feel guilty. I am not saying that the Catholics are evil. They have had leaders that have deceived them. Most of us have been in some form of the religious system. Most of us still have some of the religious thinking in us. Thank God our consciousness is being raised above the dust of human religious thinking. We are beginning to realize we have all come from the same source of all life. He is the vine and we are the branches. The branch has the same life source as the vine and is an extension of the vine. Gary Sigler's website http://sigler.org